Hi guys, welcome to my live charting analysis. So today we will analyze some crypto, commodities, indices, and some US and Philippine stocks. But before that, disclaimer first. So my personal analysis are my own and should not be taken as financial advice. Please remember that trading and investing have risks, so always trade or invest with caution. So thanks guys. Welcome to my Soy, turn on the lights. Soy, tawagin mo si Tito Soylo mo. Sige na. Okay. So if you have some concerns, please let me know or type in our live chat. So yeah. Wait, let's share it to my Twitter. I'll go up ton. Soy, sabay ka kanyanan. It's So yeah, let's start. So let's start with, of course, cryptocurrencies. For cryptocurrencies, actually I start trading and investing um, last October 2016. So almost 4 years, or actually more than 4 years. So anyway, so this is the BTC chart. We're actually using the Renko chart so that our analysis will be less noise. So yeah. So if you look at the long-term chart of Bitcoin, of course, this is an uptrend. Wait, let's use this. Oh, not that. Let's use, I think, something here. Oh. Oh, I think here. Sorry. So if you look at the long-term chart of BTC, you can see that, of course, uptrend until it reaches its peak around close to 20,000. And then from there, from this last December 2017, it trade in this downward channel until it until it break out around here. So here, and then, oh, sorry, very, it break out here, and then it pull back, and then, yeah, it's recovering. Actually, a few hours ago, BTC pull back, or there's a sell-off because of OKEX freeze the withdrawals. But I think that should be an opportunity to accumulate more. Because if you look at the Renko chart, it's still in, oh, sorry. It's still in a bullish trend, or still in the uptrend. So yeah, let's actually plot this. So this is actually so from the long-term downtrend, it formed a new uptrend and currently trading at around 11,363. And I think within the next few days or even few weeks, it will retest this area, which is around, yeah, it depends where the chart, where the Renko chart retests this resistance line, probably or possibly around 13,000 or more. So let's see if it reached that. And of course, the support I'm looking at is, worst case, of course, this support area, that around the 10,000, area. Or for short term, actually that's for long term. For short term, actually each Renko chart is already a support and resistance. So for this chart, or the recent Renko chart, the resistance is actually the 11,590 and the support is 11,268. So actually a few hours ago, if you look at the, what's this, the candlestick, it's actually went as low as around the 11,200. So yeah, I think that's a strong support. And for long term, yeah, actually I'm not shorting, or I'm not or I seldom short BTC. I usually go long. If there's a pullback, I'm actually accumulating. Anyway, I think that's it. So over the medium term, yeah, I'm looking at a resistance of around 13,000 and support around this area. So around maybe 10,000, or this upward channel here, or the support line. So I think that's it for BTC. And now, before we go to altcoins, I think let's analyze first the BTC dominance. Yeah, this. So wait, let's just add it. BTC.D. There. Well, oh, Let me just add it. Cryptocurrencies and commodities are actually, yeah, bloodbath today. Anyway, let's move to BTC dominance. Um, let's move to BTC dominance. So here it is. So this is the full chart. So from there, let's just plot it. So now we're actually in an uptrend already. BTC dominance is an uptrend because possibly increasing institutional interest or and even the public. So I think, as you can see, it's also a long-term downtrend until it reached a strong support around this 34. Oh, really? It went as low as 34. Oh, that was 2018. It went as low as around 34 dominance, and then from there it now forms a new uptrend channel and now currently trading near support area, which is around the 57 area. 57, or yeah, that's actually the 57 is our support, 57%. And possibly, I think, if institutional investors continue to, come and invest in Bitcoin, I think it could probably retest this area, the 69 area. And 80, around 80, I don't know if it will reach this level again, but yeah, I think there's also a possibility. And possible catalyst is maybe when the government also adopts Bitcoin. So yeah, but for now, I'm looking at this around 69% as a strong resistance already. And of course, we are at or near support area, which is around 58. Currently, it's trading around, or the BTC dominance is around 61. So it means that if the dominance goes up, altcoins will uh, greatly battered or will go down. So yeah, let's see two other altcoins. Now let's move on to the first altcoin, which is Ethereum. So I'll just check. So, well, compared to Bitcoin, actually Ethereum is still within the long-term downtrend channel. So, possible resistance I'm looking at is the 475 area. This is my first resistance area, the 475, and of course the support around this area, which is around 324. So if there's a lot of competitors in the market, I don't know, it could actually possibly, you know, possibly hit back here. But when, I don't know. But for now, I'm This is what I'm looking for. A possible, oh, a possible resistance of 475 and a support of 324. So let's see if at this point, if it's still profitable to go long. So actually for me, the risk reward ratio should be at least 2 for me to go long. So since the risk reward ratio is 1.5, it's a no trade zone for me. But there's still a possibility that, you know, if I go long, I can gain around 23.28% if my target got hit. But if I got stopped out, of course, I'll possibly lost around 15%. But of course, since the risk reward ratio is 1.5, it's a no trade zone for me for Ethereum. And actually, it's a deciding point for me because it's still in the downtrend channel. So yeah, maybe I'll just wait here at the resistance, and then yeah, I'll just wait if it's breakout or um resist at this area around close to 475 or possibly this downtrend resistance line, or here this downtrend resistance line. So I think that's it for Ethereum. I'm looking at 475 as resistance and 324 as support, and still within the long-term downtrend channel. So next after that is, oh sorry. Well, after that is XRP. So let's just look at it. So next is XRP. Actually similar pattern, for almost similar to Bitcoin. It's a downtrend channel, and then it breakouts, and but then it pulled back and currently trading near our support area or the previous resistance here. So yeah, actually it's forming a bearish Renko. It's forming a bearish Renko, so possibly it will retest our support area. So immediate resistance I'm looking at right now is the 0.2575 or this blue line here. And of course the support around this area around the 0.20 cents. So I'm more bearish on XRP. So let's see if we'll go short if it's a if the risk reward ratio is at least 2. Well, actually at the moment it's not, it's only 1.91, so it's a no trade zone for me. It's not that attractive for me to go or to open a short trade. So anyway, let's move on to the next, which is Link. So Link, so actually Link is near the resistance already, so I think it's a no trade zone for me. So I'll just wait for a breakout here at our resistance, a breakout, or if it resists at this level, I'll go short. But the resistance I'm currently looking at is, of course, this area around the $13, and of course the support around this area, the strong support around the $8. So for now, it's a no trade zone for me. So let's look at the risk reward ratio. Oh, I think it's the short. We'll go long. But of course, over the long term, actually I'm holding some link also. I have some link that's in my wallet. So anyway, so actually I'm looking at if I go long right now, actually the risk reward ratio is not attractive. So the possibility of me losing is higher. So yeah, it's a no trade zone for me. I'll just wait for a breakout here, and then if it pull back, I'll go long. But for now, it's a no trade zone. Normally for cryptocurrencies, I trade futures, and I'm also holding some valuable cryptocurrencies. Valuable, yeah, in my opinion, of course. I mean, in my own personal investment um, strategy. Anyway, next is after link is Polkadot. So Polkadot is, there's actually a divergence, volume divergence. It's actually selling is going up, but the price is going down. So there's a lot of selling pressure actually for Polkadot. Anyway, if you look at the trend, or I mean the Renko charts, currently it's still trading or still in a bearish mode. So I'll just wait for it to establish a support or confirmed reversal. So actually I will be waiting around the 2.74 area. If it holds this at this area, I'll go long. And of course, the possible target is around 6.5. And of course, possible stop loss is this, the 2.74. If I see a confirmation here, but for now, I'll just wait. So it's a no trade zone for me in Polkadot. So next, so I hope you are hearing my voice. So next is LTC. So LTC, oh, it's currently forming a bearish Renko. So wait, let's use the weekly. Wow, that's nice chart. Nice chart actually for LTC. Also in a long-term downtrend. And currently, no, that's actually the weekly. So let's go on to the daily. So in the daily chart, it's actually forming a bearish Renko, so it could possibly retest this area around the 45 area. That's the immediate support, or possibly around this area, around the 43 area. So this is, yeah, around the 43 area. That's a strong support already. So yeah, let's see. It's actually, yeah, for me, this is actually a bullish pattern. Wait. But right now, it's actually forming a bearish Renko. So let's just wait for it to confirm if it's a bearish Renko that could possibly retest around the 45 area. So right now, it's a no trade zone for me at the moment. But if I see a confirmation candle here, a bullish candle around close to 40 area or 43 area, I might go long with a possible target of around this area, around the $63. So for now, I'll just wait for it to make a confirmation if it's a bear or retest this support area around the $40. So next, so I'll just check so that if there are some concerns I can address. Anyway, I'm encourage everyone to type your questions, or if you have some cryptocurrency requests that you are looking at, you can also share it with us so that we can look into the chart. So anyway, next is after LTZ is EOS. So actually I participated in EOS ICO. When was this? I almost forgot. And still in my wallet. Some of it are still in my wallet. But if you look at it, well, in a in a what was that? Still in a long-term downtrend. And now still a bearish Renko chart, and could possibly first retest the 4.41. So actually each Renko chart can serve as a support and resistance. So for me, for now, it's actually, wait, let's check this. Is still is actually still a downtrend, so it could possibly retest around this area, around the $2 worst case. So because the next Renko is around the 2.41. So after 2.41 here, that's around 2.18. So for now, actually, I have no trade in EOS. So I'll just wait for it to find its support around this area. So actually in trading, it most of the time is involves waiting, or patience. So I think that's it for EOS. I'm currently 2.539 is the resist. No. Sorry. The resistance I'm looking at is the 2.645. 2.64, and the possible support around this area, around this, come again, this downward channel support, which is around the 2.10 area, or 2.20. Yeah, depending on where the Renko chart retests this support area. So for now, I'll just wait for it to reverse and make a long, and then after that I'll make a long position if it holds at this support area. So for now, no trade zone. Mostly no trade zone. So next is after EOS is LTC. So for me, XTZ is it's also forming a come again. It's also forming a bearish Renko. So, but it's actually near the support area. So, actually, I have long position here. Yes, I think last Monday, and then I already closed it, and I have no current position at the moment. So, yeah, because during weekends, it's I mean the liquidity is very low. So I'll just check on it on Monday next week. So anyway, actually I'm looking at this area as um, a support area around this area. So for now, I'll just wait again here Saturday, Sunday. So maybe let's see if it holds at this area, and then I'll make some trade possibly on Monday or next week. So yeah, let's see how it goes for XTC. But yeah, I think it's for me it's a good long if it holds at this area, and if it holds at this area or possibly around this area. I mean, what that was around 1.5. I'm looking at 1.5 as a strong support, and of course strong resistance at this area around 4.5 to $5. So that's my target for XTC. But for now, it's a no trade zone for me. It's forming a bearish Renko and could possibly retest the support area or the next Renko, which is $2. After $2, that's 1.80 and around 1.6. So that's how the Renko chart works. So yeah, let's just wait for XTC. And next is after XTC is Atom or Cosmos. Oh, because of that, it's now also forming most of it are forming a bearish Renko. But as long as it's not yet confirmed, it still can go as a bullish Renko. Yeah, because that one is a projected candle. This one. So if you look at it, if you look at the settings, that's the projection down bars. Once it confirmed, it becomes red. So that's it. So anyway, since it's forming a bearish Renko, I'll just wait for it to hold at our next support area, which is the 5.10. It's currently trading around 5.46. So for short-term traders or for scalpers, actually, as I said, the low and the high of each Renko can actually serve as support and resistance. So for now, the next support I'm currently looking at is the 510, and of course the resistance, this blue line, which is the 6.12. So if it breaks down, if it break this 510, it will go to retest this around 4.59 area. So let's see. This is actually the um, support I'm looking at. So for now, Atom, yeah, the last time I saw a bullish divergence, but I did not make a trade because I have no, I think I have no buying or, no, the platform I'm using in what again? in futures have currently not trading Atom yet, so I have no positions, or I did not open a position. But anyway, I'll just maybe wait until it reach this area, and if it holds this area, I'll go long. So next is, but for now, yeah, it's forming a bearish Renko. So yeah, I'll just wait for it to find a good support around this strong support area we're looking at, which is the around, yeah, it depends when it holds this area around the $4 up around the $4 area, and of course the resistance around the 6.12. So now let's move on to our next. It's actually a bloodbath, almost red. So because of OKEX, what was that? They freeze the withdrawals in their X platform. So yeah, next is, let's just check it out. After Atom is Cardano, also forming a bearish Renko. But anyway, let's plot this and this. So ADA is actually on an uptrend channel. However, at the moment, it's forming a bearish Renko that could possibly retest around this area, which is the 0.09 area. And of course, the support I'm looking at is the 0.1128. So I think that's it for ADA for now. I'll just wait for it to find a strong support around this area. So if it holds, I'll go long, but if it breaks this area, the next support I'm looking at is the 0.07, or this area. Or no, let me use this area or this area. This is the next support I'm looking at if it breaks down this support area around this 0.09. So it could possibly retest 0.07 if it breaks the 0.09. And of course, the resistance at 0.1128. Wow, still. Anyway, actually, I'm not much trading Cardano. Most of my trades is actually BTC, LTZ, and ETH, Link, and XTC. Actually, that's the most trades I have in futures. So next, at maximum leverage. So next is after Cardano is XMR or Monero. Wow, Monero is still looking good. Renko is still on a bullish pattern. So for now, wait. So I'll just use this. And this. So currently it's forming and near our resistance area or resistance channel, which is around this $168. And it's an uptrend, so it could possibly retest that. If it breaks that area, the 168, this 168 area, forget what's that. If it breaks this area, the 168 could possibly retest this next resistance, which is already the 277. So yeah, let's see how it goes for Monero. But if it failed to, if it failed to break, of course, it could possibly retest this support area, which is around the 27 area. That's actually the long-term target, huh? Of course, it needs to retest this area first before it go to that level. But of course, worst case, this is the support I'm looking at. But for Monero, I think, yeah, might possibly, once it breaks this area, 200, the next target is around the 272 area. So, and if you look at the volume, it's actually, yeah, around this area, there's a lot buying, but now we are seeing a downward when it comes to volume, but it's going up. So there's a volume divergence there with the price action. So yeah, let's see how it goes for Monero. For now, I'm looking at 168 as a resistance and the support around the 100. Wait, um, this area, which is around the 113 dollars. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Of course, worst case is of course to retest this long-term support area of our downward channel. So next, after Monero is now let's move on to commodities, gold. Even gold is also on a downtrend. Wow, BTC Dominance is moving higher. So because of a lot of interest from institutional investors. So anyway, for gold, this is actually a cup, a cup and handle could possibly target. My target is actually around 2000 plus to 5. But anyway, let's just check on it right now. So currently it's trading around 1906 there. But I'm looking at it at, oh, sorry. Oh, no. The support I'm looking at is the 1856, which it reached a few weeks ago or a few days ago. So I think we're on a reversal mode. So might probably by next week I'll go long. So let's measure the possible risk reward. So yeah, let me check. So that's my target, or the resistance of around 2054. And of course, if I'll go short, I mean if I go long, um, the support I'm looking at is the 1857. So that's actually a risk reward ratio of 1.72. So not actually attractive in my own trading strategy. Unless I will adjust my take profit, or I will adjust my stop loss area. So if I'll adjust, let's see if I'll adjust my support area to the next Renko chart, which is the around 1900. Is that 1900? Currently, yeah, that's the 1900. So that becomes attractive now. So 4.04. So yeah, let's see how it goes for gold next week. But since it's Friday, I don't want to be charged by what's that, finance charge. So I have no current position in gold. So yeah, I'll check on it by Monday. So with the following resistance or target 2057, and of course stop loss around 1900. Anyway, in gold, actually I'm using times, what was that? I think it's times 500 leverage. So next is silver. Oh, silver is looking good. It's currently green. Wow. Ah, nice, nice. It's actually a confirmed bullish Renko chart. So it could possibly retest this area. Let's check the 20 or around the 29 area, and of course the support I'm looking at is of course this area, the 24, I mean the $23.50. So yeah, as I said a while ago, each Renko chart can also serve as support and resistance. Like for example, this one, before this bullish Renko, the open is actually the 23.474, and the high, that's actually the open, and the high is 23.474, and the low and the close is 22.407. So yeah, you can use each Renko as support and resistance. So anyway, I think this is a good long for me. So yeah, let me check, or maybe if it's attractive, then maybe I will trade after this video. Anyway, the risk reward is very attractive for time 4. So I could possibly um, make profit of around 16.64%. But if I got stop out, I might lose around 4.16%. But for what's it? For silver, actually I'm using a 500 times leverage, so 16.64. Well, I just compute 64 times 500, so that's actually a possible 8,320 gain, possible gain, if it reach this around $29. So yeah, let's see how it goes. I might open a trade after this video, or I'll just open a trade by next week. So yeah, let's see. Next, after silver is, yeah, US oil. Well, let's look at US oil. Currently, I'm not trading oil at the moment. Well, I don't know. I just don't like it at the moment. So yeah, let's just look at the long term trend of oil. So, and then let's make some. But for here, so there you go. That's actually the weekly. Let's go to the daily. Oh, So let's just adjust a bit for the daily. Wait, and just check it. Well, it's still within the downward channel, but it's forming a actually it's consolidating at the moment near or almost close to the resistance. So yeah, let's see how it goes. But I'm looking at around this $50 or more or less close to $50 as a strong resistance. Or of course this is the immediate resistance around this highest of it around the $44, but of course this is the strong resistance I'm looking at. If it breaks this level, that's actually good. We're back on a bullish trend. It's actually back in a or in a recovery phase, but of course long term it's a good if it breaks this downward channel, long-term downward channel. So yeah, actually right now I have no trades, or I mean I have no open position to oil because it's already near the resistance area. So I'd rather, wait for it to break this area or to resist and, possibly retest or pull back and possibly retest around this area, or worst case of course this area. So yeah, let's see how it goes for oil. So for now, yeah, it's looking at it, it's actually not too much, or I mean not attractive at the moment. So if I go long, since it's a bullish, so well, actually if it try to retest this long-term resistance area, which is close to $50 or 48 area, that's actually still a good trade, or yeah, still attractive at risk reward ratio of 3.71. So I could possibly, make profit of around 21.22%. And of course, if I got stop out at $37, I might lose around 5.72%. But for now, yeah, I'll just wait for it to retest this area. And it's actually weekends. Normally for weekends, no, I mean it's Friday today, but yeah, for Saturday, Sundays, actually the platform I'm using is charging higher finance charge. So I'm not normally trading during Fridays. And of course, because of low volatility also. But of course, it's also a case-to-case basis. Anyway, let's move on to our next, the natural gas. So, really? It's now $3.20. Wow, that's nice for, actually, long term, it's still good for natural gas. So, look at that. Let's change it to weekly. So yeah, just looking at it by chart alone, you can see that of course the risk reward ratio is still attractive. So on a weekly basis or on a weekly time frame, I'm looking at it um, as a target, and of course this one as a long term or medium term target around the 1.88. But of course if I'm short term trader or just scalping, of course I will move this to this area. So this is my um, possible targets. Actually, I could possibly take profit at this 4.82, and then if it breaks this 4.82, I'll also go long again, and then another TP around 6.33. So let's measure the possible risk reward if it's attractive or not. So based on my own personal trading strategy. So, sorry. So yeah, let's see. So that's actually 2.41. So it's still attractive on my own trading strategy. So if it hit the 4.84, I could possibly make a gain of 51.64%. But if I got stuck out, I could possibly lost around 21.41%. So that's a risk reward ratio of 2.41. So that's still attractive based on my trading strategy. But if it hit the 6.33, that's actually a possible risk reward of 4.61. So that is, of course, more attractive. But of course, I don't want to become greedy, so TP1 here, and then if it break out, another TP here. So, or I could possibly TP all here and then wait for it to, after breakout, I'll wait for a pullback and then make another long position. So yeah, that's how I will trade natural gas. But for now, yeah, maybe I'll look at it next week, or I'll make a position next week, or right after this, right after this video. Because yeah, I think this is I know, I mean, in my own personal trading strategy, this is attractive. So next is, oh, that's the last in our commodities. Let's move on to US indices. So US indices, oh, we're currently trading, wow, cryptocurrencies is bearish while um, US indices are going up. So I think cryptocurrencies will catch up later. So anyway, I have some long positions in some cryptocurrencies. So yeah, I think that's good. It will recover very soon, in my opinion, of course. So if you look at Dow Jones actually almost closed, almost, wait, yeah, let me just try to show you something. While it's loading, while oh, actually I'm a cryptocurrencies trader most of the time, mostly cryptocurrencies. So let me just show you why I trade cryptocurrencies the most. Wait, just loading. Yeah, there. I have some ratios here, or returns, or ROI. based on my spreadsheet. So actually, year to date, the most profitable investment is, asset is cryptocurrencies. Wait, let's look at the investment asset, I think. Investment asset spreadsheet. So here. So if you look at the investment asset spreadsheet, so you can see that BTC or cryptocurrencies, commodities, and Nasdaq. This is actually my favorite. Come again. My favorite assets or the asset I'm mostly trading. For US only Nasdaq. Sometimes I also trade S&P. So you can see that the year-to-date returns is um yeah better than the rest. US oil and yeah our local stock exchange here in the Philippines. So anyway, so yeah, currently I'm discussing what Dow Jones. So currently Dow Jones is based on yesterday's close. That's almost yeah almost the same versus December last year. So yeah, it's almost close to high actually. So with that, let's check on the possible next resistance. So we'll just use each Renko chart as support and resistance. So currently, I think since the trend is bullish or it's still on an uptrend, I think it will form another bullish Renko chart. So the next resistance I'm looking at is um let's use this calculator. So that's 28656. So 28656 plus 1146. So that's 29802. So that's our next, the resistance we're looking at, 29802. So currently it's 28738, 29802. So that's our next target, or the resistance I'm looking at. And of course, since currently it's forming a bullish Renko, as what I've said a while ago, yellow, I'm using yellow for projection up bars. So it's actually forming a yellow here. So it could possibly make or OMG, that's actually an all-time high already despite pandemic. Wow, that's very positive for equities, and hopefully cryptocurrencies will follow. I hope. Anyway, yeah, the resistance I'm looking at is the 29802, and of course the support is the 28656. This is the high of our this confirmed or our last bullish Renko chart, 28856. So this is 28856. 28856. 28856. So is that it? Yeah. 20. Oh no, 28656. 28656. So that's the support we're currently looking at. So currently it's trading 28722. So yeah, let's see. Well, anyway, wow, despite this pandemic, yeah, at least there's still a good, good news. It might possibly hit an all-time high. So yeah, I think that's it. Possibly by next week. And of course, as what I've said a while ago, you can create another Renko chart here, and that's also another possible resistance if it break this 29802. Just add 1156. So just as simple as that. So anyway, let's move on to our next. So next is here, S&P 500. Wow. So S&P 500 will also retest the all-time high. So the all-time high based on our Renko chart is 3570. So it will probably retest this 3570. 3570. So if it breaks that area, it could possibly create a new bullish Renko chart, which is up by 142.8. So we'll just add that. What's that? Wait, let's just put it here. 3570 plus 142. So that's around 3712, around 37. So that's the next possible target if 3712. If it breaks this all-time high 3570 based on our Renko chart, and of course the support we're currently looking at is this area around 3427, or yeah, 3427, this 3427, so around 34. So this is key support and resistance I'm currently looking at. So it's actually a bullish, forming bullish. So it could probably retest 3570 even today. 3570, we're currently trading around 3505. Possibly by next week, if bull trend continues, could possibly reach and create new all-time high, which is around 3712. So yeah, current support I'm looking at is the around 3427. So I think that's it for S&P 500. Oh, sorry. Next is my favorite, Nasdaq. So Nasdaq, oh, we're currently using the weekly. Wait, sorry. So for S&P 500, well, anyway, still, yeah, almost the same. So, yeah, it's okay. So for Nasdaq, almost close to our all-time high around this, what's this? 12,140. So this is 12,140. 12,140. Oh, is that 12,140 or? No, sorry. That's the low. 12,398. So it's 12,398. Sorry. It's 12,398. So that's the resistance I'm currently looking at. And of course, the support is this area or around this Renko chart here. So yeah, if you look at it, of course, this is a 50-50 or 1:1 risk reward ratio. So yeah, let's see if I go long, might not profitable, I think. But yeah, it depends if it create a new all-time high or new resistance. So actually, current the risk reward ratio is 0.86 unless it creates a new resistance here, which is plus 258. So that's actually around 12,648. So yeah, as around here, 648. So that could possibly, of course, more attractive, or even at that level still not attractive. So at this level for me, yeah, no trade zone. I'll just watch it. Yeah, because I already ride the uptrend during the pandemic. So around this, sorry. So that's September already. So this, around this area. So I already ride this, so I'm okay with it. So for me here, that not much attractive. So yeah, maybe I'll just wait for a more attractive trades or assets. So yeah, that's what I'm, but of course the resistance and support, this is what I'm currently looking at. So resistance around 12,400, or the all-time high based on our Renko chart, and of course support around 11,860. So yeah, I think that's it for Nasdaq. And for now, it's not that attractive in my own trading strategy. So anyway, let's move on to stocks. Some selected US stocks, and then after that we'll go to local stocks, the Philippine Stocks Exchange. So yeah, let's go first to Apple. Currently, it's trading live, guys, ha. So currently, Apple is on a bullish trend. So it could possibly retest the previous high, our previous Renko high, which is around 135. So this is 135. Let's just change it. 135. And of course, the support I'm looking at is this area, or around the 117. 100, is this 117? Yeah, around 117, or around 118. So let's see if the risk reward is attractive to trade. So if I'll go long, oh, sorry. So yeah, it's actually attractive based on my risk reward ratio. It's more than 2. It's actually more than 2, just point by 0.19. So possibly I could gain a 9.66%, but if I got stop out, I might lose 4.40%. So that's it for Apple. And I think since we are in recovery phase, yeah, I think more demand will come soon for Apple. And aside from that, mostly people are online. Um, the reason for possible, just for possible decline in sales is of course because people have no money to buy some expensive stuff at the moment. But once the economy recovers, of course, Apple stocks will also recover, in my opinion. So for now, anyway, the release of report is on October 29. So let's see how the earnings goes. So yeah, Next is Amazon. So if you have some questions, guys, feel free to ask. Actually, I'm not much trading on the US stocks. I'm mostly trading, as what I have said, I'm mostly trading cryptocurrencies, commodities, and US indices. And of course, our local stocks in the PSE. I just have few positions there. Wow, anyway, for Amazon, most likely it will create a new all-time high in my opinion. Based on our Renko chart, because actually Renko and candlesticks have some different closing prices. Closing and, yeah, closing, the open, high, low, close. Because in Renko, you also have the open, high, low, close, but open and high is the same, and the low and the close is also the same. So it's like two prices only as compared to candlestick that have four. But anyway, um, since we're currently in an uptrend, well, wait, let's look at let me form a, what is that? Here, let me just form. So actually it's a long-term uptrend for Amazon. So it could possibly retest this area or this resistance line. So depends where this candle or where this Renko chart retest this, that's the resistance we're looking at. But at this point, possibly around this uh 3,900. So yeah, let's see. The previous high based on Renko, that's around 3454. 3454 plus 104. So 3454 plus 104. So that's a next target of around 3558. So I hope you are, wait. Oh, wait, let's just move this. I'll just move it so that my calculator is at this side. Oh, so our next resistance, well, I don't know how you trade, but for me, it could retest this around the 39. So anyway, let's see how many Renko charts will there be at that level. So plus another 104, that's 36. Plus another 104, that's 37 plus 104. 3454 to around 39. So 3454 less around 39 divided by 104. So that's actually a possible 4 more Renko chart from here. 4 more Renko chart, I think that's possible. So yeah, so let's just see. But yeah, oh, there it is. Oh, sorry. This is actually a bullish, for me, this is a bullish trend. So that could possibly retest this area or a resistance line around the 3,900 area. So let's just make some horizontal ray. So this is our possible next target. So around this area. So yeah, around this area. But of course, it depends where the candlestick lands here because it needs more 4 more candlestick. I mean, no, it's 4 more Renko chart here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So possibly here. So that's actually around 4,000. Around 4,000. It's around 4. No, sorry. That's actually around 4,000. That's a possible target for Amazon. And I think the economy is recovering, especially for next year. So I think, yeah, it could reach it could reach our target. But of course, for now, the support I'm looking at is of course at this area, the immediate Renko chart. Of course, we want as much as possible, we want to maximize our gains and of course minimize our loss. But actually, we could also put it here, but if we put it there, yeah, of course, the risk reward might not be attractive, and of course, possibly more losses if the market reverses. So as much as possible, yeah, let's minimize our loss. But I think, yeah, it could. It could possibly retest and create a new all-time high. Possibly, maybe not this year, or yeah, it could still possibly because we'll still have 2 more months, more than 2 more months to go for before the 2020 ends. So yeah, I think that's it. Our, I mean, my target is around 4,000 if it continue to trend higher. Of course, the support I'm looking at is of course this support line here. However, when I put a stop loss, at least the next or close to this Renko chart. So that's how I trade because I want to maximize the gains and of course to minimize the loss. So yeah, I think that's it for Amazon. Anyway, the earnings will be released a few days from now. It's October 22. So with an estimate earnings of around 7.29. So let's see how the earnings goes on, that's 22, next week, Thursday. So that's it guys for Amazon. So yeah, let's move on to our another stock, which is Microsoft. So Microsoft. So for Microsoft, anyway, if you look at these stocks, even the US stocks or indices, some of these stocks are actually performing well despite the pandemic. Actually, especially for technology stocks. Oh, yes. Wait. So for Microsoft, still, yeah, I think it's still on an uptrend. Yes, still long-term uptrends and currently forming a bullish Renko chart. So the immediate resistance is of course 2 more Renko chart, which is the previous all-time high of around 231 based on using Renko chart. So that's the previous high. So of course that's our immediate resistance, the previous high of around 231.24. So let's just make it an exact 231.24. So yeah, and of course the support I'm looking at is of course the low of this Renko chart. So this is around 214. 214, yeah, I think that's it. So, but of course, long term, my target is, of course, once it breaks this 231, it could possibly retest this area. Yes, you feel that's actually a long-term bullish uptrend. So yeah, that's actually attractive around, of course, will not measure the risk reward ratio already, but of course that's very attractive. Just look at the difference just by looking at the chart. Anyway, for Microsoft, so but on a short term trade, if I go long, well, the possible catalyst for it to pull back is of course the US election, which is November. I think next month. Yeah, next month. US election. So yeah, not actually at this rate. If our target is just the around all-time high, the risk reward ratio is not that attractive. So yeah, mm, maybe I'll just wait for it to break out around the 231 breakout, and then once it pull back, I'll go long. Or upon breakout, I could also go long with, and of course the stop loss will now be the 231. So yeah, let's see how it goes for Microsoft. Anyway, the earnings will be released on October 28 with estimate earnings of around $1.54. So yeah, let's see how it goes. That's also a possible catalyst for it to break this resistance. So if the actual earnings is higher than the 1.54 estimated earnings. So yeah, let's see how it goes for Microsoft. And the next one is Google. Wow, it's currently trending higher. It's actually bullish for stocks, bearish for cryptocurrencies. But anyway, let's move on to Google. So let's just create a channel. But actually, there's also a at the middle. There's also a support at the middle. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So anyway, so currently it's also on an uptrend that could possibly retest this previous all-time high, which is around this area, around 1,700. So 1709. So 1709. That's our that's the previous high, all-time high. And of course, the support I'm looking at, of course, is the low of this Renko chart. If I'll go long, of course. But you can actually also put the support around this area. But normally when I'm trading, as much as possible, I want it close to the recent, come again, what's this? Recent Renko. So that at least um, my losses will be minimal. But of course, at this rate, I'll not, I think I will not trade it anymore. Yeah, because normally I trade at support or during reversal. Like for example, this one. So at this level, I might not trade it. But let's measure the possible risk and reward. So, so at using the 1709 as a resistance and entry around this level and a cut loss around 1578, that's actually a risk reward ratio of 2.71. I could possibly gain around 7.37% when my TP reach, or I might possibly lose around 2.73% when I got stopped out. But of course, if it breaks this 1711 or 1709, it could possibly retest as high as 1829. So that's, of course, more attractive risk reward ratio and more attractive returns of 14.73%. So yeah, I think we are in, that's the possible catalyst, of course, is the earnings, which is due October 30. So yeah, let's see how it goes if it breaks this area, 1709. But at the moment, yeah, of course, my target still, yeah, just the previous all-time high. So with a 2.72 risk reward ratio. So it's still attractive if our target got reached, got hit. If my target got hit, of course. So yeah, anyway, let's move on to our next chart, which is Facebook. So for Facebook, mm, so for Facebook, it's also currently uh, in an uptrend channel, and also a bullish Renko chart. So it could possibly retest our previous high, which is around the 306 area. So of course, if I'll trade this one, I could put the stop loss here or around close to the present Renko chart. Yeah, because if I'll put it here, of course, the risk reward ratio is not attractive. But for now, Facebook, I'll just wait for it to, yeah, at this point, 1.45. So that's not attractive in my own personal trading strategy. But of course, if I'll move my cut loss area at close to my entry, to the recent Renko chart, that's actually a possible rewarding trade. So yeah, it really depends on your take profit and of course stop loss area. So yeah, I think we can adjust that one at that stop loss area or support area around 255. So anyway, the earnings are due on October 30. So that's actually a possible catalyst for it to move higher or for a possible pullback around these support areas. So yeah, I think that's it for Facebook. So depending on your trading strategy, actually trades can also, the risk reward also, you can actually adjust it. So yeah, it's all depends on you. Or it's actually it all depends on the trader. Like for example, me, I always put the stop loss near the current Renko chart. And of course, my TP normally, of course, my TP1 take profit at the previous high and of course another profit when it reach this resistance, possible resistance, next resistance which is around that. So yeah, that's how I trade. So for now, yeah, actually still attractive in my own trading strategy. Attractive to go long, in my opinion, of course. So our next chart to be analyzed that I will analyze is Netflix. Wow, Netflix. Wow, because most of the hmm, it's actually forming a bearish Renko chart. So for now, the 565 area is if you look at it, it's actually the previous high based on our Renko chart, and it's like a double. If this is a confirmed if this is a confirmed high, that's actually double top. So it could possibly retest this area. So for now, since it's still a projected Renko chart, I'll just wait for it to confirm what's the next Renko chart. And if you look at the risk reward, this is, in my opinion, not attractive. So I'll just wait for possible catalyst, which is the earnings on, it's already on October 21, which is on Wednesday. So yeah, let's see how the earnings goes. That's actually a possible catalyst for it to if it's better than expected, of course it will move higher and will retest and create a possible new all-time high, which is around the 600 area or 630 area. But if it disappoints investors, it could possibly retest around this previous support around 465. So for now, it's a no trade zone for me. For Netflix, I'll just wait for the catalyst to or the earnings to release. So anyway, our next is of course Tesla. So Tesla is, well, This is actually a widening wedge. So it is actually a bullish pattern. So for me, it's, yeah, and it's close to support. This could possibly create a new all-time high and retest this area. So yeah, I think that's it for Tesla. But of course, if I go if I trade this, that's actually my possible target, the 660 plus or 664. And of course, the stop loss is around the 400 area because this is a widening wedge, so I'm more bullish on it. But however, the possible catalyst for it to move higher is the earnings report on October 22, which is due on Thursday. So yeah, let's see how it goes on Thursday next week. So I think this is the last US stocks which I will analyze. McDonald's. Wow. All-time high. Despite the pandemic, McDonald's is at all-time high. Well, anyway, so actually this is a widening wedge, but here, let's see if this is the resistance. Yeah, let's see how it goes because that's actually the all-time high. Currently retesting the resistance and creating actually a new all-time high. So yeah, let's see how it goes. But for me, I'll just wait for it to break this resistance or pull back before I'll go long. So for now, it's a watch zone for or no trade zone for McDonald's. Wow, despite the pandemic, McDonald's it's at all-time high. Well, I can comment more. Anyway, I'll just go long if it breaks this resistance. So yeah, the resistance we're currently looking at is this. Yeah, let's just compute the next Renko chart. So this is 228 plus 4, that's 232. So yeah, almost there already. So yeah, let's see how it goes. If it will break this resistance or pull back. So no trade zone currently. But of course, if it breaks this level, possibly, of course, target this, target that possible resistance. So yeah, I think that's it for McDonald's. Wait and see mode or no trade zone at the moment because it's currently at resistance. I'll just wait for a breakout. So anyway, after that, anyway, thanks guys. That's the end of it. No. I mean, that's the end of cryptocurrencies, commodities, US indices, and US stocks. Because the next one, this is actually for the Philippine stock market. So, and I will use our own dialect or language, which is Filipino. So anyway, thanks guys for the 9 online tuning in or watching. See you again. I'll try to make it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So, next is the PSEI or our local stocks. But this one, sabi ko nga ay gagamit na tayo ng Filipino language. Mas maganda sana kung meron na din siya sa TradingView. Na-nosebleed ako dun ha. That's almost more than 1 hour. Kasi nagsimula ako ng 9. So, yeah, mabilis lang naman din to. So, ang titingnan lang natin is the PSE and some most actively traded stocks. So, anyway, nag-close siya down. Anyway, PSEI nag-close 5898.47 or down by 39.86 points. Well, grabe ang PSEI, ano? Buti pa ang US indices, up na siya or even close na siya sa all-time high. Samantalang tong PSEI, naghihingalo pa siya sa 5 around or close to 5.9. So, anyway, so puntahan natin yung chart at gamitin natin ang Instagram chart. So, for sure, yung mga 8 onlines na yan, mag-aano din yan. Kaya maganda gamitin yung TradingView kasi pwede kang mag-ano doon. Pwede kang mag-stream using yung platform lang nila. Nang hindi gumagamit ng Zoom or any other, wala nang connect. So, anyway, of course, pasalamat sa TradingView kasi syempre, nakakapag-stream tayo today. So, anyway, ito yung PSEI, weekly chart. So, ang gagamitin ko ngayon is, in my analysis, is yung weekly chart na lang. Kasi, nag-end naman na din yung week. So, yeah, of course, check lang natin. So, ito ang habang bull run. Remove all drawing tools. So, analyze na lang natin siya on a short-term time frame, or range. But anyway, yun na. Kasi alam naman natin na bullish siya before and then bago siya nag-breakdown. Anyway, this is actually mukha siyang head and shoulders thing. Tapos nag-breakdown siya dyan. Oh, sorry. So, check natin siya. Measure natin siya. Kasi kung, diba? Pag yan. Pag head and shoulders, yan, measure natin yung gitna or yung range na yan. And then, lagay natin siya dito. So, hindi naman. Actually, sumobra pa nga. So, that's actually a head and shoulder. Sayang, currently, March 25 lang kasi ako nag-trade ng PSE. At saka wala namang short sa PSE eh. So, hindi mo din siya matitrade, di ba? So, yeah, hopefully, magkaroon din siya ng ng ba to? Dito pa lang kasi nakita mo, siya? Doji. Ito, Dodigen. So, nahihirapan talaga siya na umakyat at this point. Ito pa lang resistance. Strong rejection na to. And currently, consolidating. So, yeah. So, sana naman humabol-habol naman to sa sa ba to? Sa US indices. Or sa US stock market. So currently, para sa akin, it's just consolidating at this range. So medyo boring pa siya sa akin in my in my own trading. Anyway, so ang resistance na nakikita ko around the 6,000 area, and of course support around this area, around the 5,700. So yeah, let's see how it goes next week. Kasi more or less yung mga companies is magre-report na naman ng earnings. So possibly third quarter, September, hindi pa ganun. So most likely baka more on a bearish, but yeah, let's see kung may possible catalyst for it to move higher naman sana. Sana naman is malapit ng Pasko, so hopefully mag-up siya. But for now, yeah, ito nakikita ko, it's still on the consolidation phase. So earnings report, hindi siya ganon kaganda. Of course, I'm expecting a what? Baka mamaya after 2 hours, hindi pala ako naririnig, ha? But currently, I have 8 online viewers. OMG. Anyway, hopefully naman na-record siya. So, para at least hindi naman ako nagsayang ng time ko na stream. Anyways, for PSEI, sabi ko nga kanina, still in the consolidation phase. The support around the 5,781 and possible resistance at around 6,087. So yeah, let's see how it goes next week. And of course, the possible catalyst for this month is, yun nga, sabi ko, is the earnings report. So next is, let's move on to the most actively traded stocks. So the most actively traded stocks is, or are pala, no? So simple, ano ba grammar. Anyway, so puntahan muna natin yung APX, Philex, Meralco, and MPI. Yung top 4 lang. So APX, so it's actually the mining. Wow. So yeah, I think one catalyst of it is, of course, yung gold price is pataas. Ito pa lang, breakout. Breakout at this area, around 1.73. And then, of course, ang tinitignan kong next resistance after that is ito sana. Around that level, 2.68. But for me, long term, depende sa price ng gold. I think it could possibly break this out long term. So since breakout siya, yeah, for me, antayin ko na lang na mag-pullback pa siya ng konti before I'll go long. Kasi kung maglo-long ako ngayon or magbibili ako ngayon, wait, let's check on the, kung bibili ako ngayon or maglo-long ako, syempre hindi na ganun siya ka-attractive at this, baka hindi na siya ganun ka-attractive sa trading strategy ko, which is 1.79. So, kung i-trade ko siya, of course, antayin ko siyang mag-pullback around this or i-retest itong previous support around 1.73. So, kung mag-hold siya doon ako mag-go long. And of course, typico around 2.68 pa rin. So, yeah. For now, it's a no trade zone kasi risk-reward based on my sa nakikita kong target at saka support, hindi ganon ka-attractive. But of course, long term, this is very attractive. Ang mga mining or related sa gold. Aside from that is, yeah, yung sa na-lift na din yung or back to operation, or yeah, magbabalik na din sa operasyon yung sa West Philippine Sea. So yan din yung isang catalyst that move it higher. So next after that is actually Philex, just actually the same. Philex. Mining din, another mining company. Uy, ang ganda oh. Actually, ang ganda. Ang ganda, ang kulit lang. So, syempre, on a weekly, dyan ang tinitingnan kong support and of course, resistance at this level. But of course, long term, sabi ko nga, it's a company related to gold is dahil nga sa maganda yung price ng oil. Yeah, and I think for this year, baka mahit pa nga niya yung 2.5 eh. So, yeah, easy target lang yan. So, kung mag-break out siya dyan sa 7.30, of course, around this 9 pesos. So, for now, check natin kung, yeah, parang hindi na ganun ka-attractive pasukin based on my own trading strategy. Ang gamit ko pala is the weekly time frame. So, siguro antayin ko pa siyang mag-pullback ng konti before I'll go long. Or unless, antayin ko siya hanggang i-retest niya around this area, the 9. So, kung yun ang target ko. But of course, syempre, bago siya pumunta ng 9, is of course, i-retest or magbe-breakout muna siya sa 7.30. So, for now, 7.30 is hindi siya ganon ka-attractive because the risk-reward ratio lang is 1.2. Posible akong kumita ng 27.94% kapag na-hit yung TP area ko around 7.30 at posible akong malugi ng 23.20% kapag na-stop out ako. So, yeah. Oh, hindi ko pala ata na So, at the end na lang, check natin kung ano yung ROI year-to-date ng PSEI and some selected stocks. Kasi nasimulan ko na siya eh. So, let's just move on to the next stock. So, Meralco. So, for now, Philex no trade zone on a weekly chart. At saka, wait lang. Yeah, just move back. Yeah, kasi ang alam ko, for the daily, nagkaroon siya ng gap. So, syempre, at saka ang pangit niya, no? Ang pangit. Ang laki ng week. So, it might possibly fill this gap. So, no trade zone din naman ako eh, on a weekly chart. So, next is Meralco, even for APX. Anyway, Meralco. So, yeah, let's use the medyo longer time frame, which is the weekly. So, actually, Meralco, it's at resistance. So, depende kung ano yung magiging or earnings niya. I think which is due, nasa calendar ko siya eh. Anyway, let me check. So, actually, currently at resistance na si Meralco. So, kapag nag-breakout siya dyan, possible next target ko na is at this area. At this area. Around 354. So, medyo ano siya. Medyo mataas. But of course, there's support around this area. So, on a weekly chart, gamit natin. So, check lang natin. So, oh really? May 13 na online, samantalang Tagalog na yung ginagamit ko. But anyway, so, I'm just checking it. Hindi ko ata napakita ko ba ito sa English? Anyway, kalimutan ko ata. So next is, Ano na ba? I'll go to my calendar. So, eto. So, alam ko nasulat ko siya eh. This is, yun, sa October 26. So, depended more or less more than 1 week. So, but for next week, yeah, tignan natin to. Kasi magkakaroon pala ng earnings report ng 26 eh. So, yeah, I don't know for this week. It could possibly break out or pull back muna siya. So, at this point, yeah, for me, it's a no trade zone muna. Antayin ko muna siyang mag-breakout or at least mag-pull back and retest the support area bago pumasok. So, ang tinitingnan kong support around 254 and of course, resistance around 293. Kapag nag-breakout siya, possible next target is around 354. This is medyo mas matagal na trade siya ha. It's not a scalp or swing trade. Medyo mas longer yung time frame na gamit ko. So anyway, let's move on to the next. After Meralco, 4 lang, MPI. So actually MPI, meron silang buyback. Yeah, you can just refer to the PSE Edge. Check natin PSE Edge. Medyo mabagal lang yung internet eh. So, sensya na guys. Dito tayo sa Pilipinas eh. So next MPI. Oh, actually it's breakout on a weekly chart. So this is that. That's the support I'm looking at, and of course possible next target close to 5 pesos. So yeah, tingin ko naman is nagba-buyback kasi sila. So that's actually also a possible catalyst for it to move higher. Anyway, aside from that, MPI is also one of the stocks na undervalued siya based on price to book value. I think na-share ko siya sa group namin sa Instagram. So that's actually a possible risk-reward ratio of 3.96. Posible akong kumita ng 23.63% kapag na-hit yung target profit ko around 4.96 at posible akong malugi ng 5.97% kapag na-hit yung stop loss ko na 3.77. So yeah, I think that's it for MPI. And now let's move on to after MPI is Pure Gold. Pure Gold. Puti na lang pala nakalabas na ako. Actually, matagal na akong nakalabas sa Pure Gold eh. If I'm not mistaken, around 46. Hindi ko alam 46 or 45 ata ako nakalabas. Just forgot. Basta or close to 48. Basta 40 plus. Hindi ko inantay yung dito. Hindi ko inantay dito eh. Around this area. Basta dito. Yeah, around 40 plus, 48. Basta dito. Ang kulit lang eh. So, kasi nakabili ako around March 25. So, anyway, so, kung makikita nyo, that's actually a breakdown. So, at saka tignan mo, that's actually high. So, di ba? So, yeah, at least konti na lang. At least, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, magkano ba yung na-profit ko dun? Medyo malaki siya eh. Next to dito, I think. So, ang nakikita kong support around this area. Dito. Around the 40 pesos area. At saka ang lakas ng ano, ang laki oh. So yeah, meron pala ako nito. Meron ako, the last time, di ba, nung nag-IPO ang Mary Mart, meron akong, ano ba yan? Meron akong valuation. So let's check on the valuation. Palitan lang natin. Gumamit tayo ng market cap. Madali lang naman siyang i-compute. So let me show you how to compute the estimated price. But for Mary Mart, not for Pure Gold. Kasi Pure Gold kasi for me is, ano na siya hindi na siya ganun kalaki pa yung possible ROI. So, for Mary Mart na lang, since same lang din naman sila, I think Mary Mart is nasa actively traded stocks din. Yeah, there. So, sama na din natin siya. But for Pure Gold, no trade zone ako. Kita mo na, pababa pa siya. Wala rin namang short sa Pilipinas. So, yeah, no trade zone. Tsaka over, tignan nyo, triple top pa. Ewan ko lang Yeah, triple top eh. Basta no trade zone ako dyan. So, yun, posible niyang i-retest this area, around the 40 area. So, yeah, next, so puntahan na lang natin si Mary Mart. So, bago si MBT, puntahan lang natin si Mary Mart kasi most actively traded stocks din naman siya. And we'll make a valuation. Standing shares. So, mabilis lang naman to. Mary Mart. Actually, currently, meron pa ako nito eh. Hindi ko pa siya nabibenta. Anyway. Target ko kasi is 20 pesos. 20 pesos talaga eh. Anyway. So, that's it. That's the outstanding shares. So, ang pag-compute lang naman ng outstanding shares, I mean, ng market cap is outstanding shares times the price, 3.39 closing price. Closing price, October 16, 2020. So, that's 3.39. So, market cap. Market cap. So, multiply lang natin siya. So, that's it. So, mabilis lang yan. So, yan. 1, 2, 3. So, 25 billion siya. So, next is MRSGI. So, 25 billion 0.822 or pwede rin ito, market capitalization, 25.822. Oh, may difference. Dahil may difference, of course, ang gagamitin ko is based on my computation kasi na-compute naman natin siya. Anyway, let's check lang natin what's caused the difference. Check natin yung public ownership report dito. So, this is the public ownership report. Current lang naman siya, October 16. So, the current or the there. So, that's it. So, check lang natin guys kung bakit siya nagkaroon ng difference. Oh, sakto lang naman. So, maybe because of that, we'll just ask PSE bakit nagkaroon ng difference. Wow, talaga lang I-ask ko pa yung PSE. What caused this difference sa computation natin? Of course, I'll go with the computation kasi ganyan naman talaga yung computation ng market cap. Now, let's move on to what's the next stock, yung MRSGI, para at least makompute lang natin kung ano yung estimated price ko ng Mary Mart. Kasi currently, hold ko pa siya. Hold ko pa siya eh. Wala, nag-aantay pa ako ng the net 1.37. 1.37. So this. So yan yung 4.69. Yeah, merong difference sa market cap eh. So, ask natin si PSE to explain that. Oh, ang kulit ko lang yun. Yeah, kasi syempre, nandito siya eh. So, yeah, maybe there's a reason behind that. Kasi chinek naman natin sa, what is that? Sa Merrimark, tama naman yung outstanding shares na nakuha natin even sa public ownership report. Tinignan natin. So, yeah. So, kailangan mag-explain si PSE. Kasi this is public, di ba? Public data na, syempre, nagre-rely yung public dito. So, 41.40. 41.40. So, yun. 119.407. Yeah. Kahit dito, meron talagang something eh. So, yun. Para at least malaman natin kung ano yun. Mag-i-email na lang ako kay PSE by next week, by Monday. Kung hindi ko pa pala na baka hindi adjusted. Yeah, I don't know eh. Kung paano nila na-compute yung market cap dito sa PSE Edge 65.5. Buti hindi natin kinapi-copy lang. So, paano mag-compute niyan? Average market cap. So, average market cap of MM's competitors. Competitors kasi marami sila. So, yan, average. So, that's it. Then, estimated price. So, yun yung estimated price natin. So, that's actually 9.95. So, yeah. I think that's it. Malaki pa yung possible upside ni Merrimark on that valuation. So, let's move on sa Merrimark chart after that valuation. So, yun. Kaya actually, sabi ko nga, di ba, minove ko yung, ano ba to? Yung capital ko from Pure Gold. Nung nabenta ko yung shares, then kumuha ko ng Merrimark shares. Kasi it's, for me, it's expensive siya, but of course, expensive siya on price to book and PER ratio, if I'm not mistaken. But on the other, sa other valuations, it's actually mura siya. Depende kung saang time frame mo siya titignan. So, yeah, I think that's it. But on a weekly, yan. Actually, na-touch niya, na-touch niya. But of course, let's see kung magho-hold siya dyan or mag-breakout siya dyan sa 3.51. Kasi kung mag-breakout siya dyan, of course, possibly, syempre, mag-create siya ng possible all-time high. And kung makita nyo, it's also going up yung kanyang volume. So, nagkakaroon siya ng volatility. So, yan. So, hopefully, makita ng ibang investors ang valuation ng Merrimark. Kasi, kapag may competitors ka kasi di ba, parang recent lang siya, yung mga matatagal na is more to lose rather than to gain. So, syempre, since na kahit na undervalued siya, hindi siya tumataas kasi wala, ayaw lang ng mga investors sa kanila. So, yeah, that's also part of it. So, for Mary Mart, ang nakikita ko for next week is, yeah, it depends. Kasi kung titingnan mo, nasa ano lang siya, oh. So, ang nakikita kong support around 3.26 and of course resistance around 3.51, which is actually na-hit niya nung Friday. So, yeah, let's see how it goes for Mary Mart next week. So, after that, let's go on to the next, the Metro Bank. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, na may mention ko din na sa banks, well, let's check on the ano. Let's check on the banks. Mamaya na lang. Or yeah, we can actually check it out sa sectoral indices. Kung makikita nyo sa sectoral indices, banks is the biggest loser. Yeah, pwede siyang mag-recover but actually I don't like banks. Kasi sabi ko nga, ang mga tao na yung magiging banks and mas magiging konti yung role nila. Magiging konti yung role nila, di ba? So, yun. Anyway, that's the resistance I'm looking at, the 56 area. But currently, yeah, nag-ano siya dito. Niretest niya pala yung previous. Yeah, niretest niya actually yung previous. Yeah, let's see for next week eh. Ganda rin naman. Ganda rin namang bounce niya, in fairness. But yeah, for next week, let's see. Kasi nasa, ano siya eh. Nasa resistance or close to resistance siya. So, yeah, it depends kung ano yung magiging closing ng chart next week. So, for now, since nasa resistance siya, ang nakikita kong support at this level, around the 33. This is the strong support I'm looking at. So, for me, for Metrobank, it's a no trade zone at the moment. Kasi, yeah, antayin ko na lang siyang mag-breakout and then pag nag-pullback, doon ako papasok. But kung gusto kong i-trade yung stock, but yeah, sabi ko nga, I'm not trading banks, so it's out of my portfolio. So, next is dito. Wow, dito. Dito is actually, sabi ko nga, it's one of the stocks na nabili ko kasama ni Pure Gold noong March 25. So, yeah, currently, meron tayong valuations about, meron tayong valuations kasama niya si Converge, mga telcos eh. Yeah, papakita ko na lang ulit next time. But for this, seems like nag-ano siya eh, close to resistance. Hindi niya na ano, pero malapit sa resistance. Now, at the moment, yeah, let's see how it goes. Kasi ang nakikita kong support around this area. Around that. Around the 4.83 on a weekly chart. So, kung susukatin ko siya, depende actually sa magiging sentiment ng market eh. Kasi dito and now is one of the undervalued stocks sa mga telco companies. So, depende sa magiging sentiment nila sa Converge. But at the moment, kung papasok ako kung sakali, yeah, hindi siya ganun attractive. So, for me, si dito, I currently hold some dito shares. And currently, yeah, kung ngayon ako bibili, of course, it's a no trade zone. Kasi yung risk-reward ratio niya is 1.88. Hindi siya ganun ka-attractive sa akin. So, bumili ako around March 25. So, probably around this area, around 1 peso plus. So, doon ako nakabili. Anyway, next, let's move on to the next, SM. So, SM, I remember, malaki yung malaki yung nagiging transactions niya. I think around August. nung gumawa ako ng ano. Hindi ko alam kung gumawa ako ng videos nun. But, yeah, tingin ko mga institutional yung bumibili nun. So, anyway, mga institutional naman is long term. So, currently, yeah, kung titingnan ko lang siya, it's not that attractive for me. So, yeah, possibly, actually, posible pa niyang i-retest to. Pero for me, antayin ko na lang siya sa 801. Kasi kung ito lang, hindi yan attractive. At saka tsaka down siya. Down siya ngayon. Pero ang laki ng hindi siya ganun kalaki yung volume. So, umaakyat pero bumababa yung volume. Tingnan mo, umaakyat siya pero bumababa yung volume. So, anyway, for SM, it's a no trade zone for me. Pero ang nakikita kong resistance around 965 and support area around 801. And I think that's it for 1, 2, 3, 4. Naka 5 na nga tayo kasi sinama natin si Mary Martha. So let's move on to the most, advances. Pero yung 25 million up lang or maybe 50 million up. PXP kasama ba dito? Wait, let's check. So hindi siya kasama. So there, 50 million up lang na value. So, hindi kasama si PXP. 47 lang siya. But of course, PXP because also of, yun nga, na-lift na yung or possibly back to operations na sa West Philippine Sea exploration, oil and gas exploration. So, yeah, APX and PX tapos naman na. Or kung babain natin to 25, posibleng kasama yon. So, yeah. I think just 50 million plus lang for me. So, ang titingnan natin is pure gold tapos na, GT Cap and CEMEX. Yun lang. So, GT Cap. So, for GT Cap, ang pangit ng GT Cap. Yeah, kasi yung conglomerates nito, I mean yung mga subsidiary niya, Metrobank, Oak, MG, nag-below pa pala siya ng dating grabe pambihira. Parang inverted cup pa siya Inverted cup siya. So yeah, let's see how it goes for GT Cap. Kasi yung nasa subsidiary niya, Toyota. So, yun kasi yung nagdadrag sa kanya. Tapos may bank. Actually, ayoko ng banks, diba? Sabi ko nga. And then, meron din siyang property. Yung property, nagre-recover na, pero hindi rin ganon. So, yeah, very, very, talaga for GT Cap. But anyway, the support I'm looking at is at this level, around 369. So, yeah, let's see how it goes for, ano ba to? For this. But of course, ang immediate support is 369 or around 370. And of course, resistance, yeah, actually, antayin ko siya dito. Around the 500 area. But of course, sobrang I might probably, yeah, dito na lang muna before the 500 area, di ba? So yeah, for now, it's a no trade zone for me sa GT Cap. Kaya antayin ko na lang siya na yeah, check natin kasi 'di ba quarterly earnings na rin naman. So yeah, let's see how it goes for GT Cap this quarter. Kasi after this quarter siguro makaka-recover na rin siya by the fourth quarter this year. So, yeah, watch na lang natin siya. But for now, it's a no trade zone for me. Antayin ko na lang siya na magkaroon ng support area. Or, actually, immediate resistance dito. Immediate 412. Diba? Anyway, after GT Cap is CHP. CHP, yeah. long-term trend nito, I think if I'm not mistaken, downtrend eh. So, yun. So, at least naka-recover na rin siya ng I think, ano ata yung ginamit ko dito? Daily at ang ginamit ko nung nakaraan. So, kahit night still, using this is downtrend pa rin siya. But after that is nag-hold kasi siya dito at nag-breakout. So, yun. Tumuloy-tuloy siya nun after nun. Nagkaroon siya ng pullback ng konti and then tumuloy-tuloy siya. So, anyway, for this, for CHP, yeah. Tingin ko naman is babalik naman na siya. So, ang immediate resistance na tinitingnan ko is this 1.96 area. And of course, immediate support at this area. So, around the what's that? Ito, this. Yan, that around the 1.41 area. So, yeah, let's see. Anyway, currently meron akong ano ba yan? Whole SIM. Pero yung whole SIM ko, ayun, naipit na ako. So, anyway, buti na lang is maliit lang siyang portion ng holdings ko. But anyway, yung ano niya kasi ang pangit. So, it's actually a no trade zone for me for CHP. Ang pangit ng ano niya, candle niya, pababa. Ang lakas na pressure, pababa ko. So, posibleng i-retest niya tong support area natin. So, yeah, let's see how it goes for CHP. For now, it's a no trade zone. Antayin natin siyang i-retest tong 140. Kapag nag-bounce, yan, saka na lang tayo papasok kung gusto ko siyang pasukin. But for now, it's a no trade zone. Pero ang support na tinitingnan natin around 1.41. And of course, resistance around 1.96 area. So, yep, next is, I think that's it. Anyway, I'll just share some year-to-date ROI ng mga iba't ibang investment assets. So, sabi ko nga, I'm mostly trading cryptocurrencies, which is, kung makikita nyo naman, it's puro siya green. So, yan, pinakamataas is Link. Year-to-date, returns niya around 506%. Actually, ang ginamit ko is October 15 kasi hindi pa nag-close ang commodities, US stocks, and of course, cryptocurrencies. So, yun. Si PSEI lang yung nag-close. So, syempre, hindi natin pwedeng gamitin yung 16 kasi yung iba is mas maraming 15 eh. So, yung 15 na yung ginamit ko as a closing price. So, anyways, even same sa commodities, this is actually performing well. Gold and silver up 25.79% year to date. Yung silver mas mataas around 36.29%. And of course, natural gas mataas din, 46.31%. So, syempre, ang favorite index ko, the Nasdaq, up by 36.25% year to date. And S&P around 7.67%. The rest, yung Nasdaq, yung Dow Jones, close lang siya to, halos same lang siya last year, December 31. And yung PSEI down siya ng 24% and US oil down siya ng 33.50%. So sa mga PSEI traders or sa mga mostly PSEI investors or traders, kung yung portfolio nyo is up by kung actually ang basis mo naman talaga is the PSEI. So kung up siya or kung mas maliit ang lugi mo sa PSEI, you're actually doing good. Diba? Pero kung yung portfolio mo is or yung PSE portfolio mo is more than 24% down year to date, syempre parang, yeah, need to improve more or you need to learn more. So, yan. Of course, kung positive ka ngayon is, yeah, good for you. Good for you. Anyway, congrats. Kung, syempre, kung positive yung yung year-to-date returns mo. So, sana pagpatuloy mo siya hanggang matapos, hindi lang hanggang sa matapos ang taon, but of course, a continuous trading gains. So, yeah, I think that's it for the whole. And let's move on sa PSEI versus sectoral indices. Kaya sabi ko nga kanina, financials talaga is the biggest loser. So, pinakamaliit na sectoral index na losses is the services. Nandiyan actually yung telco. So, kung titignan natin yung buong PSEI, makikita mo Emperador is doing good, up by 36.48%. MPI up by 15%, Pure Gold up by 4.15%, TEL up by 29.35%. So, hindi na actually resilient yung telco kasi si Globe down na siya by 1.39%. So, anyway, let's look at the biggest loser sa index. Biggest loser is actually GTCAP, down by 54.26%, followed by Security Bank, down by 51.90%, and of course, Robinson's Land, which is down by 48.82%. So, I think that's it. I'll just share it na lang sa group. And of course, sa sector index, yung composition stocks. So, makikita na sa financials, sa financials is pinaka biggest losers natin is actually si Security Bank, down by 51%, pero price to book value niya is undervalued na siya. Kasi mas mababa siya sa average. But of course, overall, ayoko ng financials kasi nga sabi ko, ang mga banks mas magiging lesser yung role nila sa magiging lesser yung role nila. And of course, the main thing is that magiging yung tao mismo, yung magiging mismong bank. So yeah, that's for the banks or financials. So wait, parang ang tagal ko na, no? Inom lang ako ng So, on the financials, on the industrials, actually in-update ko siya kanina. So, on the on the industrials, yes, actually AZEN or AC Energy, sa mga stocks na tinitignan ko last time, I think may nagtanong sa group nung, if I'm not mistaken, hindi ko maalala kung anong month siya nagtanong. Tinanong niya yung AC Energy. And sabi ko, I think nag-compute ako dito. Hindi ko na maalala yung videos din. And sabi ko sa mga stocks na tinitingnan ko, however, hindi ako nakabili. But anyway, it's actually up by 56.05% year to date. It's actually one of the stocks na maganda yung performance sa industrials. Actually, the biggest gainers. So, next to AC Energy is Emperador with 36% ROI up, MWC with also 36.29%. And of course, the biggest loser is, let's see, Max, down by 60%, followed by Mega Wide, down by 57%, and then Shell. So next, on the property, actually may property ako which is si Mega World, but I think in my portfolio, wait, let's check. this is actually my portfolio, pero yeah, if I'm not mistaken, na-update ko lang yung price niya nung gumawa ko ng Converge, which is nung last Friday. So the price is not updated yet. Pero ito yung mga current holdings ko. So, actually, lugi ako kay Fruit, lugi din ako kay Hulsim, and lugi din ako kay Megaword. Sila yung nagpapalugi sa akin as of, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, sila yung nagpapalugi sa akin. But yeah, having a positive ROI versus the PSEI is actually good enough. More than good enough, actually. So, let's go back to, I think, this one. So, sa property. So, yan. Anyway, sa property, ang biggest gainers, dalawa lang naman sila, si Brown at saka IRC. And then losers, we have BLL, which is down 56%, and then followed by DMW, which is down by 45.45%. Oh no. BLL and then followed by House, which is down 53.19%, followed by DMW, which is down ng, no. Followed by RLC pala, down by 48.82%. So, sila pala. So, BLL, House, and then RLC. Sila yung mga biggest losers sa property. And then, when it comes to holdings, MPI lang yung the only stocks na up year to date. So, actually, MPI, mix naman kasi siya. Iba-iba yung kanyang subsidiaries and at the same time, meron siyang share buyback. So, that's also a positive catalyst na nagpapamove ng kanyang stocks higher aside from, of course, undervalued siya versus the average price to book value. So, yeah, I think that's it. And anyway, the biggest loser is AGI. I know, GT Cap. GT Cap, which is down 54%. And then, of course, sa services naman, yeah, this is doing good. Ang pinaka biggest gainers is Sinaw, up by 110.84 year to date. And then followed by another telco, si Tel, which is up 29.35%. And then si Tugs, 22.43% up. And then, yeah, yung iba si Pure Gold na and tsaka si Web. And of course, dito, biggest losers, Macro Asia down by 72%. So, and then followed by SSI. So, yeah, I think that's it for services. And then, of course, the last is the mining and oil. So, biggest gainers si APX, Philex and Nickel. So, triple digit. So, the three stocks na triple digit is actually si APX, Now, at saka si Philex. So, sila lang yung stocks na may triple digit ROI year to date. So, yeah, congrats kung meron kayo ng mga yan. Yeah, you should be very good. Maganda yung returns nyo. So, congrats guys. So, I think that's it. So, if you have questions, comments, and feedback, please feel free to reach me out. Anyway, I would also like to invite you guys to follow me in my Twitter at Elegant Choylin, and of course in my trading view here, and of course in my YouTube channel. So thanks guys. See you again on Monday.